babes, I'm MissMilaRose, and today I am back with another solo episode on Tea Tuesdays. And today I am drinking a chamomile valerian blend tea. This one is a sleepy time tea, but it's also a very good relaxant. And I also added in some lavender extract. Ooh, I did not close this lid. BRB. Luckily, I didn't get it on my clothing, only my leg. Can we get through one episode where I do not spill my tea or something on camera? I don't think it's possible, but it would be awesome if we could. Anyway, cheers to another Tea Tuesday. I hope you are enjoying whatever you're drinking today, be it tea or whatever the drink of choice is for you. I'm stirring a little bit because I have some honey in here. I thought about adding some milk, but I chose not to. That is good. The extract made it a little bitter, but honestly, I need some nervous relaxation right now because, well, the first topic of today is I'm going to talk all about my experience at QuakeCon 2024, which I got home 2 nights ago now, and I did have a blast. But all of that hype gaming energy, I am a wreck, and I'm trying to regulate my nervous system so I can function like a normal human being again. So I am using lavender, I'm using chamomile, and I'm using valerian for today's tea. And it does taste really good, even though technically like these extracts are like alcoholic a little bit. Yeah, it's just what it is when it's an extract, but it's really good, very good for you, lots of health benefits. Anyway, let's get into all about QuakeCon 2024 in my experience. So I'm only gonna give you the highlights because it's not worth talking about everything that happened at QuakeCon, but I'll give you the few highlights that I think are the most exciting, entertaining, wild. The first one being the most iconic. Now, every year at QuakeCon, there is a master pancake movie that takes place generally like Friday night. And this year they did Friday the 13th. Usually what they do is they will play the movie and they will be talking over it and making fun of the movie. And then sometimes they'll pause and do some skits. At the very start of the movie, they do get some crowd participation. And this year they asked for 3 volunteers to display some of their talents. One of the talents being a girl that was very flexible. She could put her arms like backwards. It was weird, but it was really cool. Another guy who could snort really, really loud, which is a little weird, but that was a cool talent, I guess. The third guy was someone who said he could front flip on stage. Now, the moment he said that, the cameraman on stage shook his camera back and forth in a no motion because they did not want the liability of this guy getting injured. Master Pancakes decided that it'll probably be all right. Everyone here is probably drinking a lot and consuming other substances, but it'll probably be all right. So he was called on stage and he was able to display his talent on stage. This guy did 2 flips, one on the stage and the second one off the stage. However, on the second flip, he landed on his ass. Womp, womp, womp. Now, you can find this video on YouTube as well as TikTok. There is a close-up short of this guy falling on his ass, doing this double front flip on YouTube Shorts and TikTok if you search QuakeCon front flip. And then there's also an extended version that's over a minute long that gives you like the before what happened, but it's not a very good view of the actual flip. So you kind of want to watch both, but at least watch the flip. It's so, so funny. Poor guy probably broke something. They immediately pulled him off stage, and I think they were trying to get him to sign a waiver. I was sitting in the front, like the very front right of the stage in the elite seats. So this year, So everyone buys their standard ticket, and they did a raffle for the elite tickets. And since the elite ticket purchasers didn't all get elite tickets in their groups, a lot of people were not sitting in the elite seats. So my group ended up all going up to the elite seats in the front right of the stage. So we watched this guy get escorted off stage, and then he soon came back, and we asked him, and I don't think he signed this waiver, but at the same time, like, he did it. He chose to do it himself, so I don't know how that works legally. I don't know the legal ins and outs of that situation, but I do hope that that guy's okay, because that did not look good, and it definitely looked like it hurt, and it definitely looked like he was trying to keep it together, and yeah. So extra information about that scene that a lot of people probably didn't know is he actually went home that day. The day I was packing up to leave QuakeCon, I got in the elevator with a photographer, and I asked what his favorite thing to photograph at QuakeCon was, and he said he got some slow-mos captured of that front flip that he couldn't release yet for legal reasons, and he was very, very excited to do so. And he told us that the guy did go home that day, and that they will never let something like that happen on the Master Pancake set again in the future. Thank God. I'm honestly so shocked that they even let him up there. I don't know what they were thinking, but I guess they were so crazy. But anyway, this guy, his front flip, it got, so in the actual like QuakeCon convention room, there's projectors here and there projecting like videos, animated GIFs on the walls. And the day after this movie, the event for Master Pancake happened, this guy's front flip was being projected on one of the walls. Womp womp. So this guy definitely probably was incredibly humiliated and did not stay for the rest of the event and went home instead. So that was really, really funny. And I feel bad for the guy, but like, again, he chose to do it, and the people running the event should have really prevented that from happening, but they let it slip through. Basically, the Master Pancake guy said at the very end of the movie, things happened tonight that were not expected. And that really does sum up that front flip. So that was one of the wild things that happened at QuakeCon. And of course, there's so many other things that happened that I'm not going to share. Games that I played at QuakeCon included a lot of StarCraft. I played some Genshin Impact and League of Legends, but not too much, mainly on my own time. I played some Fallout, guys. It was the first time ever. I'd never played that game before. StarCraft, I played some levels I had never played before, but others that I had played before, like Run Lane Run or Run Kitty Run. And I also played a lot of Unreal Tournament. So Unreal Tournament, it was taken down, but there is a private server that is up. You can play Unreal Tournament. It's a little annoying to get it working, but if you follow the instructions on the site, it's not too hard to figure it out. And then you can get Unreal Tournament on your computer from the private server. And then there is at least one or two other games that I played. I don't remember the names of. A lot of shooter games. I don't typically play shooter games. I don't typically find shooter games very fun. So I did have fun playing shooter games with other people, but like on my own time, I'm not really into it. You know, I don't find it that fun. Anyway, at the convention, one of the coolest things that they had, because they have like these booths here and there, you go, you check out the new stuff that they're creating, and then they give you a raffle ticket, and then when they're doing the raffles, you might win something. Last year, there was a lot more prizes to be won, so many prizes. This year, there was like one thing, and it was like a computer, but I ended up checking out this new system. So Bethesda created this camera that scans you. So you stand in front of this camera and it scans you, and then it generates using AI a character. So here's mine. And if you're in my Discord, I also post a picture there. Just want my camera to focus. Now, it generates a few pictures and you get to choose the one that you like the most. This one was one of my favorites out of like two. But honestly, I think most of the selections for the girls kind of sucked. The guys turned out amazing. Most people at the convention are men. So I told the guy, I was like, females need work. And he said that is a common critique that we do get from the females here. And I was like, good, please work on that. So hopefully they take the critique and they work on the female generation of their characters. But I think mine turned out all right, to say the least, at least for this picture. The rest of the pictures were so bad. Anyway, I might as well share with you some of the merch that I got from QuakeCon, because I think that's all part of the fun, getting some free stuff. QuakeCon gear. I did not buy any merch there, so everything I have is free. So I'm gonna start with the shirt, and if you start asking me why am I not wearing the shirt right now, I wore it on my stream yesterday. I slept in it. It's not clean. And I also got a little bit of avocado on it yesterday when I was making dinner. So here is the shirt, and this is a small. It's like a dress on me, honestly. So last year I got an extra small, but honestly, if I got an extra small, I think that would still be too big on me, considering the fact that this is a small. You have the Q in orange, white, black colors, and then at the back it says QuakeCon 2024, Grapevine, Texas, where it takes place at the Gaylord Texan Resort and Hotel. And it is a little dirty, so it needs to go in the wash. Next, I got this hat. I was also wearing this yesterday on my stream, and it is Doom the Dark Ages hat. And then, of course, you get your lanyard to get into the convention. I'm gonna cover up my name right there. BYOC QuakeCon. And then the back. And then you get the lanyard, just awesome. And then they also handed out pins. You could write the number of years you went to QuakeCon on for a pin. I put 2 because this is my second year going. I went last year and this year is my second. And then they were also handing out these pins. And I lost my rubbers, so of course I had to make a lot of condom jokes. And then this is the second year I kept my hotel card key. This one is for the Gaylord hotels. I was on floor 3 this year. I got an elite member from one of our group members. This gave you access to the water park for free. That's like a 10-minute bus ride to the water park. It's part of the hotel. And someone was handing out these 3D printed kitties that the cat cafe was handing out. So I got a couple of these. I did not go to the cat cafe, but I did get a couple of those. When I was at the water park, we did get drinks, and this little cute ducky right here was in the drink, like so. So I got that souvenir. And I think we stole someone's balls from the balls table, but a 4-pack of balls. Now the best flavor is root beer. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. At the convention, they do balls chugging every year, and it's like a contest, and whoever can chug the balls the fastest gets a prize or something for it. I did crack open a sugar-free, and I took a few sips because I was feeling so out of it today. There is cherry soda. I had a little bit of this. Honestly, I didn't care for the soda flavor, but some of the other people really like that one. And then there's the original flavor, which honestly, it's just a basic generic flavor. It doesn't taste like much. And then lastly, this is just your hotel room key holder that comes with the map. It's a big place. It is a really, really big place. Full of stuff to do, fun to be had, and sights to see. and bars and restaurants galore. So it was a lot of fun. The last thing that took place, I'm not even trying to fold this right, was the last day of the convention. Everyone went to the pool the night the convention was over, and around midnight we were in the hot tub and we started calling people in, and we at one point had a head count of about 36 people and the limit is 6 people, so it got really wild. Pretty much everyone there were QuakeCon members and we were all just chatting, having a good time. And then someone was complaining the water wasn't hot enough, and there's a few engineers in the pool and they were looking for another engineer to go turn up the water, so they got the water temperature turned up. It got so hot that everyone got out of the hot tub and started going into the pool. I think I stayed until like 1 a.m. and then I had to get out and go to bed because 1, I drank too much and I needed to sleep. 2, it was just really late and had to drive out and get home in the morning. So it was a lot of fun. I was looking everywhere for a picture of that hot tub moment. I could not find it for the life of me. So if anybody does find it, that would be awesome. If you could comment a link down below or something, that'd be so cool. But I had lots of fun. It was so hype. I am really happy to be home though, because I need to regulate myself again. I think I did really good there though, like overall. I brought like a whole grocery haul with me. I was eating lots of really healthy foods and I wasn't eating out very much at all, and I was being very picky choosy about what I was eating. I ate out only like 3 times total the whole weekend, and I was going to the gym. I was getting so many steps. I was probably averaging over 10,000 steps a day, and one of my days I got like over 15,000 steps, which is crazy. But that day I did do like a 20-minute treadmill jog, so there is that. But yes, QuakeCon was so fun, and I wasn't even sure if I was going to be coming this year, to be honest. I'm glad I did though, because it was so much fun. I think when I purchased the tickets, I just happened to question when the tickets were going on sale, the day that they were being sold. And I think this was around like 8 o'clock and almost all of the seats were sold out, and the seats went on sale, excuse me, around like 4, I want to say like 4 o'clock, maybe earlier, I don't remember. And I almost didn't get a ticket because I completely forgot about them. It's just so wild that the tickets sell out that quickly. I wonder if they're gonna continue holding QuakeCon at this convention, or if they're gonna try to find somewhere with more space, or how they're gonna do that, because they could definitely get more people in the convention. Like I think a lot more people are starting to go to the convention. Not so much for like Quake and Doom anymore. From my understanding, it used to be a non-profit organization and now it is for profit, so of course they want to make a profit. Hence probably why the reason why they didn't have many freebies to give away during the raffle, and they only had like 1 computer and that's it. But either way, you go, you bring your own computer, you play games with friends, you socialize, you hang out, you enjoy the hotel, you have fun. And that was a lot of fun, and probably will go again next year. So cheers cheer to that. That is my update and my QuakeCon 2024 experience in brief. I did not vlog this year just because I knew it was gonna be so much of vacation and chilling and enjoying. I didn't want to be actively working while I was at QuakeCon, so that's the reason why. And I didn't even end up doing any streams. I wanted to do like maybe like a short stream, but it didn't end up happening, mainly because I didn't bring my gear, partly because of packing reasons, partly because I just didn't want to work on vacation. But cheers to that. So the next topic I am going to get into, since it is relevant, is my Twitch streams. Everyone keeps asking me, where is your custom art? Where are your emotes? Where is this? Where is that? And I know, I've been slacking on my Twitch channel. I had really big hopes and dreams for my Twitch channel. Honestly, I still do. It's just on the back burner. It's on the side right now. I'm not actively interested in pursuing growth on my Twitch right now. I mean, I think my streams that I'm doing currently are more so just maintaining and doing some community building, but mostly just showing up, being present, hanging out, and I'm enjoying it. Like, I'm playing games I enjoy, and I'm really enjoying hanging out with the community that I am building and I've built on Twitch. But in terms of spending hours and hours, days and weeks and even months on custom art and on building up my Twitch, that isn't something that's a priority for me right now, especially since my summer is technically my vacation too. So, I mean, I have been doing a lot of project work, is what I'm calling it, projects. I have not been doing things that I have not been passionate about over the summer break. And I got so much actual work that I had to do this summer that I really didn't even have an insane amount of time to do projects. So I wanted to do 2D animation, I wanted to do Twitch art, I wanted to do more YouTube content, and I really only did like a chunk of YouTube story times, as well as these tea and wine Wednesday, Tuesdays. But that's pretty much it as far as projects go and doing my Twitch streams. So yeah, I just wouldn't have had time to do too much for my Twitch channel, but right now I am really prioritizing my YouTube channel. Everything else is just being streamlined, and my YouTube channel is really where I'm trying to put that extra work in. I'm trying to officially, finally start getting in at least 1 video a week. Right now I'm doing 2 a week, and for a little bit there I was doing 3 videos a week when I had Wine Wednesdays. Now that I have Tea Tuesdays, it's like a video on Tuesday if I'm doing a Tea Tuesday, and then a video on Friday. And then if I'm not doing a Tea Tuesday, then I'm doing a Monday and a Friday. And that's currently like the routine and the schedule of things. And I should have consistent content for at least like another few weeks. Next week, so when you're watching this, I'm actually going to be at Siren Bear Days, which is very, very exciting. I'm going to be spending an entire week with her. I haven't seen this girl in like a year. We're going to be collabing, we're going to be making content, we're going to hang out, we're going to catch up, and it's going to be a really good time. And I asked her if she would like to do a Tea Tuesday with me, and she's totally down, which is so awesome. I'm very excited. So this one is, I know there's a skipped week, and I did have a video that was ready to be edited. It just did not get edited in time. I was just way too busy with vacation mode, honestly, for the most part, because I filmed it last Tuesday or Wednesday, and then last Tuesday, yes, last Tuesday, and I left Wednesday morning. So there was no way, unless I was literally working during vacation or I got it done Monday, which no, because I was on vacation still Monday. I didn't get home until like late Monday, and then I was unpacking all that stuff. So unless I worked during vacation, like I wouldn't have had a Tea Tuesday up. So I do have a week skipped. I'm actually filming this the day after the skipped week, Wednesday. And it's gonna go on, oh my God, I'm giving away all my secrets. It's not actually a Tea Tuesday. Oh no, you're watching this on a Tea Tuesday, so don't worry, it's still a Tea Tuesday. So I will have this one up on the following Tuesday. Siren Bear Days will be on the week after, and then I'm having at least one more Tea Tuesday with my friend JoeMama. And after that, I don't know how often or if ever I'm going to be bringing back these Tea Tuesdays and or Wine Wednesdays, but probably Tea Tuesdays. I am sorry. It's just, again, it was one of those things that I knew was going to be short-lived. I wasn't going to commit to something long-term and serious like a podcast. And I told my friend JoeMama this, like, this is actually her idea. It was JoeMama's idea to do this, and she really wanted to do a podcast, and I keep explaining, like, this is a commitment style thing. I just don't have the time and commitment energy for it. But this works perfectly. Just like a hangout, chat, non-committal. I'm so afraid of commitments, you guys. I'm joking. But yeah, no, it should be fine if I pick this up in the future, even if it ends up being like here and there for like these rare sporadic moments where I bring back the Tea Tuesdays and or Wine Wednesdays. So if I do, I that would be so exciting, and I hope you guys tune in for those, and I hope you are enjoying these as well. I definitely am enjoying sitting down, having conversations with people, and I haven't seen my friend JoeMama in a few weeks either, so once I see her again, I'm sure there will be plenty of updates and catching up to be had, and we'll have a blast with you guys. So since this is a solo episode, I'm probably not going to be pulling up some Reddit threads and try to do like talking points and opinions and perspectives, because I feel like that really does require at least 2 people to really sit down and have a conversation over a topic, over something. So I am probably just going to chat about things that I've been up to and whatnot. I don't remember everything that I covered in my last solo episode, but I did recently finally finish my Fire Emblem 3 Houses, the house with the Archer Claude, and that one was a little anticlimactic, I feel, like the very end. There are 6 endings to that game, so I only covered 1 of 5, and I did start the Lancer's story while I was on route to QuakeCon, so I did say I was going to be Twitch streaming that, and I still can. I was skipping a lot of the content anyway, because a lot of the content in the very beginning is like literally the same story. Until you get far enough, it's basically the same story as all the other houses. So I can still pick it up with you guys, and if it comes down to like you wanting to watch the very beginning, there's always the 3rd house I could eventually do as well, which is with the girl, I guess she's the Sword House. I love Fire Emblem games so much. I've always enjoyed them. I've been playing them since GBA on an emulator, and I think the one with Erica was probably my favorite. My second favorite is probably the one with Micaiah and Soth on the GameCube. I never did play the other one on GameCube, but I've heard that one was really good. Maybe I'll pick that one up if I can find a non-emulated version, because I do not want to get in trouble on Twitch for playing emulated games, because I heard that is a thing. I didn't have a Game Boy growing up, nor a PlayStation, so I emulated a lot of GBA. I emulated a lot of PlayStation 1 and 2. Mind you, a lot of games did not emulate very well on the PlayStation 2. I played Legends of Dragoon on the PlayStation 1. I played Final Fantasy VII, the original. And on the PlayStation 2, I did do Persona 3, which I had never beat, so I never played Persona 4 until now that it's on Switch, which I hadn't even continued to play to beat it. Currently, I'm still working on Persona 5 Strikers as well. I haven't played that one in a few weeks, but I've really been enjoying the game. It's just, so the week that I was doing my water fast, usually I play it on the weekend because I have like all this chunk of time to play it. I'll probably play it this weekend, but I was water fasting, so I felt really weak to the point where like I didn't even want to play video games. So for the most part, I was just watching TV and chilling. So I wasn't playing Persona 5 Strikers, but I really did want to. I didn't have the energy for it that weekend. And then I think the following weekend, I was doing a lot of prep work for QuakeCon not this past weekend, but the weekend prior. I was doing sugar cookies. I did League of Legends. I made poros and mushrooms out of fondant. I posted a picture on my Instagram, but I don't know if anyone here saw that one. I might do an insert if I remember, otherwise, sorry. I might post it on my Discord. You'll have to join a Twitch stream eventually and join my Discord from there, and then you can see all of my QuakeCon content, because I did post a few things. I really didn't take much content. Again, I took like food pictures. I took a couple short little videos of the convention, and that's pretty much it. And I posted a link to the guy's front flips. Pretty much all I did. Other video games, I've been playing League of Legends. I did get to Platinum 1. I would absolutely love to get to Emerald. I think I'm good enough to get to Emerald 2. I am in a position now where like things are getting more challenging and there's mistakes that I'm making that I am learning from, but recognizing it's such like a rookie mistake for the elo that I'm currently in. Like for instance, not being very diligent about warding the tri-bush near your turret during your laning phase when they have certain junglers like a Nocturne. And also not warding the blue buff because of the invades and then getting killed and getting first blood. That was one of my first rookie mistakes that I made getting into Platinum, and I stopped doing that, and then eventually the tri-bush became an issue, so I started being very diligent about warding that. And I think there is some other things that I started being diligent about too, but just like picking up these little things that players will try at higher elos to prevent those incidences from happening, those potential ganks and invades and things like that. So I am improving slowly, and I definitely think that I can get into Emerald, and I definitely believe I'm good enough for Emerald. So that is my goal for League of Legends. And once I get to Emerald, I heard that Emerald is elo hell, like the entire Emerald from 1 to 5, 1 to 4, 1 to 4 is elo hell, so I don't even think I'd want to play in Emeralds, but who knows, maybe I'll play a game or two to like try it out. I don't have high hopes for winning in Emerald. I just would be interested to see how it feels to play in Emerald, but I can definitely get to Emerald. I can definitely do that by the end of this year for sure. I'm going to keep today's Tea Tuesday pretty short. I'll chat a little bit about some TV that I've been watching and then just wrap up there, maybe give you guys some updates about what to expect in the near future. But there's really not a crazy amount to talk about unless I am with another person or two having a conversation and actually giving our own opinions and things on certain topics. So let's have another sip of our drink. TV, what have I watched? I don't remember what I covered during my last solo episode, but one show that I watched that I really enjoyed so thoroughly was Tokyo Vice. And yes, I have strayed a little bit from anime. I have not been watching anime lately. I watched Tokyo Vice and that was so good. It was just so well made. It was set in like 1990s kind of set, so it was very old fashioned, but it was a more modern show. I think it was filmed and released like a year or two ago, and there's a mix of English and Japanese. And if you ever want to try like learn or practice your Japanese, it's not anime Japanese. They're using like real world Japanese. I'll bet like very slangy probably, but it's really good to watch if you're trying to learn your Japanese and pick up on some more proper Japanese style sentences and phrases and things. The other show that I was watching while I was water fasting was the Physical 100 season 2. I watched the season 1 when it came out and I absolutely loved it. I love the sportsmanship of the Korean players, the Korean Physical 100 members that are competing against each other. And I watched even season 2. I didn't think season 2 was as good as season 1, but it was really cool because I think a YouTuber won season 2. I hope I didn't give away anything in case you guys end up watching it, but it was really cool to see their strength and their endurance. And honestly, a lot of it is the mental endurance, the mental strength to just keep going when you're feeling incredibly fatigued and in pain. One of the things they did were never-ending squats and they just kept adding weights. And what these men and even women were capable of doing was just mind-blowing and insane and really inspiring to lift weights. And yes, I've been doing some more weightlifting. I was doing 8 pounds for my arms. I graduated to 10 pounds. I did feel the struggle there of doing 10 pounds, and I did purchase 12 pounds. So I have 12 pounds available once I'm ready for that. But right now I am doing 10 pounds and I'm pretty happy with that weight. I do some arms, I do some legs, I do some abs, I do cardio. I try to do my cardio last just because I heard that that's best, because what you're doing is you're burning glucose from your muscles before getting into your cardio. So I've been pretty health conscious. I could be drinking more water. At the convention, I think I did really good the first 3 days up until Master Pancakes, and then Saturday morning, I only got 4 hours of sleep. Most people did not sleep and ended up staying up even till 3 a.m. So they stayed up way longer than 2 straight days. At least I slept for 4 hours. And I think Saturday was the day I started just like not being very healthy, at least in terms of water and sleep and physical activity, because I went to the gym. Actually, no, I went to the gym Thursday, Friday, and I'm pretty sure I went 3 days. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday would have been 3. I don't remember going to the gym Saturday unless Master Pancake was on Saturday. I just know I did 3 days at the gym. Pretty sure anyway. And I did 3 days of half a gallon of water, and then I just fell off my water. Food-wise, I was eating pretty clean. I brought dates, walnuts, apples, peaches, grapes, cherries, sourdough bread, oatmeal. I didn't end up eating on the oatmeal, actually. Trying to remember what else I had. I had coconut water with a pulp. It's pretty much all I had. And then I ate out a few times. I tried to eat as healthy as possible. There is a Texan station there at the Gaylord Hotel and Resorts that has veggie burgers, and you can get a side of Brussels sprouts, and oh my god, these Brussels sprouts are divine. They're so good. Another meal I had, we ended up going to another Broken Egg for breakfast. I got an omelet, a veggie omelet, and then another meal I had Monday morning when I was super hungover from the hot tub night of partying. I had a bunch of sourdough bread in the morning, and then we went to a restaurant and I had just 2 sides. They give you, it was like a Mexican restaurant, so they give you the salsa and the nachos to get started, and I just had like beans and veggies on the side, and I poured some of my salsa on my veggies. It was honestly really delicious, and it was plenty of food for me. I wasn't hungry after that, but I think I did pretty good in terms of like trying to keep my health until that last day I drank a lot. And the fact that I wasn't drinking a crazy amount of water the last couple days I was there at QuakeCon. But I really did my best. I knew going would mean it would be a struggle to get sleep, get in my water, get in. I'm a little hungry, so my stomach's growling, probably talking about food. I did have breakfast today, so I shouldn't be hungry, but maybe I'll eat a meal before I go Twitch streaming. But yeah, I think I did pretty good, and I hope next year I do even better, because even though it's like a party-esque situation, like I do want to advocate for my own health and my own needs, and I don't want to drink an insane amount, I don't want to eat a bunch of crap, and I don't want to deprive myself of sleep or water. So I'm always advocating for my own health and trying to be healthy, and right now I'm feeling a little out of whack, which is why I am trying to self-regulate again with healthy things. But anyway, I think I want to wrap up here because I am getting close to my time to go streaming on Twitch. Today I am playing League of Legends, so please wish me luck, even though you guys are going to be seeing this a week in the future. And just maybe, I will get to Plat 1 today. Plat 1, or where am I at right now? I don't even remember what ELO I'm at right now, what LP I'm at, but hopefully I'll win most of my games and gain LP instead of lose LP. So cheers to that. And I hope you are just as excited as I am to have Siren Verde on Tea Tuesdays next week. So with that being said, see you for now, and be back next Tuesday. Bye.